Mr. Cage's thought of the day is my heartbeat. And the thought is this: we cannot afford to rely on one stream of income. If we rely on one stream of income, y'all, when that stream dries up, we're going to be in a whole situation. It's going to bring stress. It's going to be pressure. It's going to bring a whole lot of possible negativity. Is because we didn't plan. We lived a life by default and not design, as my mentor would say. But in this context, the default is the system, the educational system that we all been exposed to. The design is what I'm going to give you in this story that I'm going to share with you about automated passive income. Most of us are familiar with earned income from a traditional employee sense and an entrepreneur business owner sense. We get caught up in riding solo or dolo. We provide the service. We're physically there to sell the product, but in some cases, we don't duplicate ourselves. You can duplicate yourself in two ways that I know of. You can duplicate yourself by training, educating, empowering, and equipping your employees, your partners, or contractors. You can also duplicate yourself by creating a system. You provide your service every day. You do it. It needs to be documented. If business owners, if your system or your daily operations are not documented, they cannot be duplicated. And if they cannot be duplicated, wealth will run from you. You may make money, but we're talking about wealth, generational wealth that can be passed to your children's and your children's children. But the main focus of this conversation is that we cannot become reliant on one stream of income, because if we get hurt, if we get prego, if we get pregnant, if we have to take a leave of absence, our volume of income dissipates, meaning to disappear, or it minimizes itself. And ideally, we don't want to be in that situation. We want to do the proper preparation to promote peak performance, not have poor performance. So I'll tell you a brief story concerning how this mindset impacted me in a negative way, or better yet, I'll give you my observation from people that I've seen it take place in their lives. And I'm gonna give you another piece that's gonna help you understand why this is important and how it manifested in my life. Then I'm gonna see if you want to get involved in this automated passive income system that you can produce income, you can set it and forget it, and not be concerned about providing the physical labor. Throughout my life, I've had people close to me that either got sick, got hurt, and whatever the case may be, it took them out of the equation of going to work, because we define work as a physical building that we go to or something that we do. But work can be something that you can produce in terms of a system, in terms of some type of documentation, idea, art form, music, art. Work is a tangible expression, but we're accustomed to work being a service because we all been exposed to our educational system, and our culture has programmed us to subscribe to the thought that when you work, you have to be there, and it's not. So when we subscribe to that thought and we get hurt, we have to take off for an extended period of time. The money that we were generating, the volume dissipates, and it puts us in a pressure packed situation where we got to depend on people, we got to depend on other sources to make up the deficit because we can't work. So I give you this other key point before I go into my story to help you understand that there is a way to set and forget it. It is a way to generate passive income without you being present. Because again, we are primarily focused on earned income. Earned income means that you have to physically be there or do something to generate the service to produce the income. Passive income means I have a system, I set it and forget it, and this system is automatically generating income for me 24/7. That's where we want to be. I'm not saying that you quit your job. I'm not saying that you stop going to school to get the certification and the education that's necessary, as long as it is in alignment with your purpose. But I am saying that we have to have other outlets and other options, because reality is nobody wants to work their entire life. You want to have the option to say, I don't want to work today. Okay, I'll work today. You want to be able to have that option as you get older, in your 40s, in your 50s. Even the famous people of notoriety, the superstars, experience an imbalance, because in their industries, the more money that you make, the more of a demand on your time that we place on you. And if you have a wife and kids, you can't be there for them because you're getting paid millions of dollars to provide whatever service it is, whether it be entertainment or sports. You have to be there. And our kids miss out. Our wives miss out. Our husbands miss out. Our family miss out on moments and memories that can be created because we invest more time providing service or at the job than we do at home. So this whole conversation should equate to us thinking it through, processing it, and steering away from this system where it's earned income and I have to be there, to a passive income system that can produce and I can really enjoy life and create the memories with my families that we're supposed to be creating. So my quick story is this. I had COVID a couple of years back and I was working at a school, but I also was getting taught and trained by one of my teachers in creating a passive income system. And I knew that it was legitimate because of our relationship, but it took me a little time to really ascertain it and implement it and get it going. But when I got it going with his help, I got it going. It helped me so much because when I contracted COVID a couple of years back, I couldn't work. I repeat, I couldn't work. I couldn't physically get up and go to the school. I couldn't physically get up and get on the computer and do videos and have classes and be in meetings because my COVID experience, it zapped my energy. I had a fever for at least, if I can recall, 3, 4, maybe 5 days, had no energy. But because I had the passive automated income system set up, I had little to no worries. I had little to no worries. I also had the faith to believe that I would be taken care of because of my relationship with God. But on a practical level, I had another layer of safety because this system was generating income and I wasn't doing anything. I set it and forget it. I don't know what your income system will be, but we have to have more than one stream of income. We can't allow and afford our primary stream of income to be tied to earned income, our physical presence being at that workplace, or us having to provide that service. We have to have additional streams of income, specifically passive. We can have residual. Residual is fine as well because I do have residual income a system set up, but I'm more focusing for this video on the passive because when you become 50, 60, 70, 80, bills are going to continue to come. Life expenses are continue to pop up. The question is, have we invested enough time have we invested enough intellect, energy, and effort and money to generate the passive income system that can be a set and forget it? And we don't have to worry. We can enjoy life, less stress, less pressure, and really stop and observe the scenery. If you want to connect with me and learn more about this automated passive income system that has helped me over the past 2 to 3 years, type in the comment section, set it and forget it, and I'll reach out to you so we can connect.